Hey everybody. Alright, so here we are. It is week 32 and 2 days. It's Thursday instead of Tuesday. And 8 months officially. Awesome. So that's really cool. Hold on, I dropped something. Whew, it was my to talk about list. I dropped it. But anyway, wow, 8 months. I can't believe it. So I have less than 8 weeks till my actual due date and less than 5 weeks till she's full term, which is really cool. So I'm gonna jump right in, and I haven't done my hair yet, so ignore that. Okay, so anyway, so I had my doctor's appointment a week ago on like last Thursday, and I asked her about the swelling. I was like, I'm so puffy, and she was just kind of like, you're 8 months pregnant and you've been like standing on your feet moving. She's like, yeah, it's normal. So she said I wasn't any more swollen than what to be expected doing that, and that it really just meant that one, well, it's normal, it happens, and two, I was probably just doing a little too much on my feet. So I was like, okay, you know. But anyway, I told her, I was like, it's so unattractive. She's like, yeah, no one ever said this looked good. And she's right. So, and she measured my stomach, and it was measuring perfect, slightly less than 31 weeks, or right at 31 weeks or something, and I was more than 31 weeks at the appointment. But anyway, it was measuring just about perfect, and so I was like, yay. And because it was measuring so perfect and everything, they didn't go ahead and do an ultrasound to check Sophie's position. I mentioned to you guys that they were thinking about doing one because they felt like she was a little squished in there, but then the doctor was saying that she thinks it's just how she's positioned, and she doesn't feel any more squished than any other baby at this point, and she might be slightly more squished because I do have such a short torso, but something to worry about, so that's good. So anyway, but yeah, everything was perfect, so that was awesome. Then I was going to say, so Sophie, she still moves all the time, but the movements have, like, it's definitely lessened. And at first I was worried. I was like, I don't feel her move as much. But then I do feel her move just as much. It's just the movements are a little different. And it's because, obviously she's bigger. So, there you go. And then, let's see. We kind of moved into the house. Not really. We kind of moved in there yesterday. And then we realized, like, we just weren't ready to, like, spend the night yet. So now I'm back over, at my parent-in-law's house. So, almost officially moved in. We've been working. It's just a bunch of little things that are left to be done. So, it's kind of a little stressful, but in a way, like, not too stressful, though. It's fine. You know, it's coming along. So, we ordered our house furniture, our living room furniture, because, we moved, like, our old house that we sold or whatever, we had one living room. And so, this house has a formal living room and a game room. So we took our old living room furniture and it's now in the game room. So now our new living room had no furniture. So, so anyway, we went and got new furniture and I absolutely love it. We even splurged and bought this leather glider recliner thing that's just so pretty. So I'm really excited. I just love it so much, and I'll show you guys when it gets in. So, let's see. No new symptoms from last week, except I have been super emotional. Like, I've just been very sensitive, I guess. So I guess it's not necessarily like, I don't know how to describe it. It's more like normal reaction. Like, it's like I'll react the way you're supposed to react, but then like if something makes me mad, I'm mad. If something makes me sad, I'm sad. So that's all normal, except that, like, something makes me mad, I'm very mad. If something makes me sad, I'm very sad. So it's more like I'm extreme. So emotional, obviously. So that's been kind of happening. Lately, like, my biggest sensitivity issue has been with I wrote about it on KyleandCourt.com, but my biggest issue lately that I've been having is been getting really irritated at people telling me, like, what I can do. And I didn't say that wrong. I don't mean what I can't do. It's like you expect people to be like, oh, you shouldn't do this, blah, blah, blah. And that doesn't bother me at all. Actually, like, I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, I take it to heart. You know, like, people are like, my feet are swelling. I tell you guys that. And you're like, oh, try to get off your feet. You're right. Like, I should. That doesn't bother me, like, in the slightest. Not one bit. What does bother me is I've been having, like, people who are like, I'll say, you know, I'm a little tired, or I don't know if I'm going to feel like doing that, and they'll be like, oh, you can do it, you're fine. What? I'm like, are you serious? Don't say that to someone who's 8 months pregnant or 6 months pregnant or anyone. So that's been really irritating me lately, is the like what I can and can't do, what people think I should feel like or will feel like doing. Because, you know, especially like right after I have the baby, I've had a lot of like, oh, you'll be fine by then. Or, oh, that's 3 weeks later, it'll be fine. And I'm like, one, I don't know, so how can you know? And two, like, I don't want that kind of pressure, you know? I want to be able to do what I feel like doing when I first have my baby and not, you know, whatever. So that's been definitely, like, kind of irking me. Then, let's see. Okay, we had classes. We started our classes, woo! So on Monday we had our childbirth A to Z class, number 1, because there's 3 of them. So it was really cool. We went over the stages of labor and met some people, and so I couldn't help it. I was definitely like sizing up bellies in the class. I was like, ooh, how's everybody's belly? What's their size like compared to me? So I have to say I'm definitely like right in the middle. There were a couple girls who were definitely littler than I am, and there were several girls, I'd say more, that were bigger than me, who were the same amount along, who were doing either late September or October. So I was like, I really am kind of just average, even though I feel huge. So it was a really good class though. I liked it a lot. Met a lot of nice people and went over some things. And I have like deep morning breath, morning voice. I'm like, hey, it's in the morning, so got that going on. Anyway, so the class was really good. I'm trying to think of what I learned that I didn't already know. Not really a lot. Fortunately, I knew a lot of it, but it was still really good to hear and go over it. I didn't really know a lot about lightning, which is when the baby drops, and they call it that because a lot of times you can breathe better. So I was like, oh, okay. So then the next night we had the maternity ward tour. It's the hospital tour. And so they basically go over the hospital policies and take you on a tour of the hospital and blah, blah, blah. And I really, really enjoyed that. Mainly because it was just good to know. And one thing I was so excited about is like the hospital that I'm delivering at, their policy on birth is really exactly like mine. Like they're a hospital that believes in, they believe in as natural as possible with pain medication. And that's exactly what I want. Like I'd prefer no Pitocin, I'd prefer like, you know, but I do want an epidural. So, you know, and a lot of people, it's either they're one way or the other. They're either like, they don't care about, you know, involvement, medical involvement, or they want all natural. Well, I want pain medication, but I don't necessarily want any other, you know, I don't want to be induced. I don't want this. I don't want that. But anyway, that's their policy. So I was like, awesome. That totally works out. And so, and they also try very hard to not do C-sections. That's kind of something they're proud about. So once again, I was like, great. Got to see like lots of cute new babies, and it was just really cool. And so that was fun. And then, so besides that, I'm really excited about my shower, which is Saturday. Yay. So I'm just super stoked. I don't look at the registry. I know a lot of you did, and you were like, oh, I know I got this and that. It made me laugh, but I'm not looking at the registry. I'm going to be surprised. So it's hard though, but I'm really excited. And you guys, my mom ordered, we have a custom cake made. So it matches like my invitations, which were the little birds. So I can't wait to see the cake. I'm really excited. And that's not a surprise because my mom wanted me to help pick it out since she was going to spend the money to have a custom cake made. She was like, you know, you can be surprised now. And I was like, no, that's fine. I want to help make it. So anyway, and I'm really excited. And anyway, yay. So that's what's coming up. And I'm just really looking forward to everything. I'm in the last haul of pregnancy. So woo. So there we go. I guess that's it for now. So I will see you guys next week, and I'll tell you about the shower at week 33. And that's all for now. So I'll show you the belly. Bye guys.